It is like 7 a.m., almost on the dot. Our train leaves from here at 8:15, I think. We're only like a couple minutes walk. We are trying to get everything packed up and then hopefully run down and grab just the quickest little breakfast.
Since it was a $15 breakfast.
And we paid for it, and that means we need to eat it. So we're gonna try and run down and grab some breakfast. This is like actually heaven, and the fact that this is just like some people's backyards, which I know people say that about stuff in the US, but like, come on. You can't compare.
All right, we're here in Lucerne. That was our next destination.
Welcome back to Switzerland.
Crazy travel day though, so we literally have not filmed much because it's just been a lot of sheer panic and
It's been a lot of quick transfers and different trains. So when we got on the train in Fusen, it was delayed by 10 minutes. Somehow it made up all of the time so that we could catch our train. I don't even know where we got it out of, if I'm being honest with you. I don't remember what
Buklo.
Oh, yeah. Something like that. So we got on that train. We had like 5 minutes to transfer. We made it good, got on. And then that train to Zurich got delayed, and it got delayed to the point where 2 stops before the Zurich station that we were in, it just like ended. So they were like, all right, we're just gonna stop it here. Everybody needs to get off and go find a different regional train to get on. So we had to get on a regional train to get to the Zurich main station, and then we had to get on a different train than we had initially planned on to get over here to Lucerne. But we're finally here. We got my parents in a cab because it's raining, and we can't check into our hotel or our Airbnb for another hour, so we're gonna chill here. We got some acai bowls. We're finally trying out Joe and the Juice. Every single time AP has passed them on this trip, she's been like, it's Joe and the Juice, and we've never tried it. So we're gonna eat our bowl, and then
it better be good because it was 31 Swiss francs.
No, it was 31. No. It was 27, 22.
It better be good because it came out to like 32 US dollars.
Yeah. I think it was $13.50 each.
I think the most we've ever paid for a bowl was maybe like $10.
We're gonna eat this and then hop on a bus and head over to our Airbnb.
We're gonna go over to one of the Christmas markets. I think there's 2 here, but we're gonna head over to one right back at the train station where we just were like an hour and a half ago. But
here's what the room looks like before we destroy it.
Yeah,
it's a cute little Airbnb.
Getting an Airbnb for this one. We got a nice little room, bedroom, and then a little kitchen.
You know, we got the good coffee machine. This looks like the one in Portugal that I kept making avocados with.
And then we have...
honestly, a very big bathroom. For Europe, this is a huge bathroom. We have yellow toilet paper.
Which was a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're gonna head out to the Christmas market now.
We've made it. Woohoo!
Welcome to Rudolf's Market. Right now we're in kind of the middle of like where all the food is because my mom's getting some food. This one's actually like really nice and it has a whole bunch of different foods. There's like barbecue, we got some pasteladas, it looks like there's empanadas, there's like Greek food, and there honestly it's like overwhelming. There was ramen at the entrance. Like I feel like we need to do a whole loop to figure out what we want before we actually eat something. It is right by the train station, so if you're like coming in on the train, it's super easy. But yeah, we're gonna walk around and see what all there is here. We got some little dumplings. They are 99% sure beef. They're a meat dumpling, but super excited to try it. And then go find hopefully some raclette somewhere. Should I try it with the sauce? Should I try a little bit of the sauce first? It's spicier, but it's like our chili sauce. That's got a ton of flavor, and it's nice and spicy. That's got a good kick to it. That's really nice. We finally found the raclette. So we got some raclette with potatoes. Oh yeah. Put a little seasoning on top. I'm so excited. Gotta get a good piece. That is good. That's some good cheese. We found some Kaiserschmarrn, and they're little apple rings that are fried, and then we got some vanilla sauce and it looks like cinnamon sugar on top. They look so good. I'm so excited. Welcome to our full day in Lucerne. So we are headed out to breakfast now. My parents got breakfast at their hotel, so we're gonna go have a nice little breakfast at a place KP found on Reddit, so hopefully it's good. And then honestly, not totally sure what we're gonna do today. Definitely wanna get some chocolate. I know my parents have a list of things to do, so we might join in with them on some of them. I think most of it's stuff that we've done, so we'll see. But hopefully get some chocolate and some more cheese because that raclette last night was very good and I would totally get more.
Just had breakfast.
It's pretty good. We had some iced coffee, which was nice because you can't always find iced coffees everywhere. I'm glad we did get one.
Now we are gonna go to the Lion Monument
and see that again. That is something. Actually, no, we haven't seen this. This is one thing we haven't seen. We are going to head over there. Hopefully meet my parents over there. I think they made one stop, so.
Also, breakfast was very good.
Yeah,
that was definitely a good place. They do take reservations. We had to sit up at the bar since we didn't have a reservation, but it was really good. Okay, I have to say, if you're traveling with people, getting their location on just like the iMessage, so great. I mean, I'm tracking my parents like 24/7 to figure out where they are because this is the one trip we've kind of been like meeting them places. And it's so much easier to do this than try and talk to them and be like, where are you now? What do you see around you? 10 out of 10. Recommend doing this if you're traveling with people. We made it to the Lion Monument, which is right behind us. And this is a monument that commemorates and remembers the Swiss guards who were protecting the king back in 1792 during the French Revolution. And it's literally like carved into the side of the wall here. Like, it's pretty cool. And it's low-key like kind of detailed. If you look at the like lion's face, it's kind of very impressive. But there's all little, I'm guessing those might be the names underneath it that are listed there. But it's definitely cool. Not too far off of anything, so it's really easy to get to.
Really, boxes, everything.
We had to stop at a Max Chocolatier. We actually just passed it walking by, so it was perfect timing. We got 3 truffles. We got this one right here is a baked apple and chai. So it's a baked apple jelly with chocolate ganache refined with chai coated in milk chocolate. And then this one is a caramel one with milk chocolate ganache with caramel, salted peanuts coated in chocolate. And then we got a Marc de Champagne one. That is a dark butter ganache with Marc de Champagne liqueur coated in dark chocolate. So we're super excited to try all of these. Baked chai one is KP's because I don't like chai, but I'm really excited for this caramel one. Oh, they even have little, I don't know if it'll show up, little Max Chocolatier on the bottom. Well, that's good. It's nice and salty, and like normally I'm 50-50 about it, but I like this. Right now, we are at the Spruer Bridge, which is also known as the Dance of Death Bridge. And this bridge was originally built in the 13th century, and it was meant to connect different mill buildings across the little river here. But in the mid 1600s, they decided that they were going to spruce the bridge up a little bit, and they started adding paintings throughout, and the paintings depict the Dance of Death cycle. So you can now go through and kind of see them and connect it to the other side of the river. This is one of a couple of famous, I feel like there's 4 or 5 bridges throughout Switzerland or throughout Lucerne that are well known and you go across. So this is one of them. So we're going to head across it and then kind of loop back around. I think there's a Christmas market somewhere around here on the other side, and the pink church is over here on this side. So we're going to walk across and go see those things. There are also 67 paintings that go throughout this bridge. So there's quite a lot that you can look at as you go across. So with this bridge, most of the bridges across Lucerne are supposed to be super peaceful and nice and everything. This one obviously has all the paintings of the Dance of Death, but what it's really supposed to signify is basically that life is fragile and you're supposed to enjoy every moment, and regardless of who you are and how old you are, how young you are, death can come at any time. And so it's just a reminder of that as you walk through, to enjoy life and take in every moment.
One of the coolest things about European countries is that you can actually always find free water. There's little free spots all through the city with fountains that you can just grab water at. Another thing, we're not sure if we will do it or not. It'll depend kind of on our schedule, but you can actually walk the city walls, which is way up here, and it'll give you really, really cool views. We actually missed out on it on our first trip because it was just so windy and icy, which we also have a video of, but that is another free thing to do if you're visiting the city. So cool.
We made it to market number 15, I think. This one's right kind of in the middle of the city. It looks like there's a little kids choir / band / both maybe that's about to perform. So we're gonna sit here and watch it a little bit, eat our fries, and keep walking. This is the Jesuit church here, and originally this area was kind of the mayor's house. So in the 16th century, they built out a house for Mayor Ritter, and then in the 17th century, they decided that they wanted to add on a church. So they built this church and had it consecrated, and now it's the one that stands here today. Honestly, it's still one of the most beautiful churches that we've been in, and we've been in a lot of churches, but it's super pretty, and there's like pink, I'm guessing marble, it looks like marble. Inside, all the things, there's all these different alcoves that you can go down. It's honestly like a gorgeous church. So if you're anywhere in this area, we would definitely say, take a stop, come to the church. It is 100% worth your time. Then, once you visit the church, which is right there, right behind me is Chapel Bridge, and this is considered to be one of the oldest covered bridges in all of Europe. The bridge itself was built in the 14th century, and it eventually burned down in the 1990s. The only things remaining from that part are the entrances on both sides and then the little water tower back there. They actually rebuilt it in a record 8 months, so super, super quick to rebuild. But you can also find paintings from the 17th century throughout. It was originally built as part of the fortification of the city, but it's still, the new one, I guess, is still standing today, and it's really cool to walk through, and it connects the two sides, so you honestly can't miss it. It's pretty close to basically everything in Lucerne because everything's kind of close together, so we would definitely say check it out. It is honestly, like one bridge down from the Spur Bridge. So it's really close. If you basically just want to do a whole loop, you can go down that bridge, you can see the church, you can come down to this one, really quick and easy. But we would definitely suggest going and taking a look at it. The paintings inside the bridge are actually depictions of Swiss and Lucerne history too. So it's a cool little kind of walk down the memory lane of the entire city.
Our next stop was the Rat House Brewery to grab some lunch, which is a historic spot in the city. It once served as the Lucerne Town Hall up until 1798, and the brewery serves its own beers that are brewed right on site. It is the perfect spot to eat. That is super central. Of course, we had to try some of the beer. I ended up having a vegetable spatzel, which was pretty good. Jessie ended up eating some of it for me too, since Jessie got a pretzel, which she said was also super good. The interior of the building was really cool to kind of look around. It felt very cozy, and it was a nice spot to eat on a pretty cold day. And just for reference, this is how close it was to the bridge. After that, we of course had to go get some chocolate at Bachmann. I know this is probably more of like a touristy spot, but honestly, their hot chocolate and their chocolate is good. Then we went and checked out one last market while we were here. This one was inside, and I absolutely loved the tiles on the floor in here. I could not stop looking at it, and the entire inside was also just so majestic. And it was an absolutely awesome spot to kind of end the day. Officially back in the Airbnb, but we did stop at Bachmann's. I had a hot chocolate, and we got a ruby chocolate, which we can only ever really find in Europe now.
Yeah, you don't see it that many places in the US, but like everywhere you go in Europe, I feel like you get ruby chocolate.
And Jessie got a caramel milk chocolate.
I'm excited.
Very rushed exit, but we're heading out.
One day we'll pack before the morning that we have to leave, but that day was not today, so we are running late to meet my parents again, but we're
off to a new place.
Going to a new place. This is actually a city we haven't been to. It's a country we've been to, but not a city. And we're gonna head to the bus station to go to the train station.